Hello my friends, welcome to the metal shop garage driveway. It's a little bit rainy, a little bit humid fall day out here. I was going to talk a little bit today about purchasing a used modified vehicle. And I'm not talking about going out and buying a Corolla or a Ford Explorer or something like that, but a modified vehicle, something like this Jeep YJ, this 95 Jeep YJ, a Fox body Mustang, a Volkswagen Beetle, anything lifted truck, something like that that has been modified, because it is not the same as buying your average used car. There's plenty of good videos out on YouTube about buying a used car. I would actually highly recommend the Chris Fix video. It's a series, I think a 2 or 3 part, maybe even 4-part series on buying a used vehicle. This is just going to be kind of a brief overview on purchasing a used modified vehicle. Before I get into that, I just wanted to mention a couple things. I was watching, if you guys are like me, and you probably are if you're watching this video, you watch a lot of those car shows on television, the Velocity Network or Spike Network or what used to be the Nashville Network. Anyway, I watch all those car shows. And here's the thing, if you're going to be on television and you don't know how to pronounce a word, look it up. Okay, there's apps for that. You can look up the word. Camber is the word this morning. It's driving me crazy. This guy was trying to sell a product, this suspension product that he's making. He's saying camber, camber, camber. It's camber. Look it up. Okay, they'll give you the phonetic pronunciation if you look it up on the internet, if you Google it, and you can even press the little speaker button and it will tell you how to pronounce the word. If you're going to feature a product on television, don't come off looking like an idiot. All right, and while I'm up on my soapbox, if you say the word stiction, I fall into a coma and I start to drool, okay? I'm serious. If the words stiction or the words Z-Max come out of your mouth, I tune out. No, seriously, I fast forward through that garbage. I'm tired of getting beat over the head with Z-Max products. I'm tired of getting beat over the head with stiction elimination products. We've got fatigue from that garbage. I don't know if it works or not. I'm not talking negatively about their products. I mean, to me it's all just snake oil. We had Slick 50 back in the day when I was a kid, and now we got Z-Max. Anyway, so sorry, rant off. I'm off my soapbox. Buying a used vehicle. So what I'm getting into here is the biggest thing that I can say about buying a used vehicle is take somebody with you. Take a friend with you who does not have a vested interest in purchasing that vehicle, because if you're going to look at a vehicle like this, you're already in love with it. You want it. You're going to overlook things. Take that friend with you who picks stuff apart. We've all got that friend, your car guy buddy, who the minute he looks at something says, oh, it's been painted, oh, it's been hit in the rear, oh, this has been changed, this isn't right. That's the guy you want to bring with you. The guy whose stuff is primo and better than yours, and your stuff is all junk. I'm kidding. But we all have a good car guy friend who will just pick the stuff apart. Take somebody like that with you. See, when I went to buy this Jeep, I took my son with me. Not a car guy like me. Anyway. And he didn't help me really pick this apart. So I found a couple of things that I want to show you. And the other part of this video, in buying a used modified vehicle, is once you get it, because you're still going to end up buying something, is nut and bolt that darn thing. Go right on through it and check all the nuts and bolts to make sure that they're tight, that they're in place, so on and so forth. Because you're going to find some hack job stuff there and some stuff that's not done right, and I'm going to go over a few things that I found with this vehicle. Now, some of my viewers actually pointed this out to me, and I wanted to thank them for that. This Jeep has spring reversal shackles here in the front. So a leaf spring, by its nature, is curved, and when it flexes, it gets bigger, it gets longer. And you can see here, this is the part that's supposed to move. On a stock Jeep, the shackle that moves is on the front, the reversal changes it to the back for better geometry. But if you look there, some guys pointed out to me, that shackle should be more perpendicular, straight up and down. It's much more horizontal, and it's actually hitting the frame there. They pointed that out to me and said, that's not right. So, and I'm new to this, so to Jeeps and leaf springs, this ancient technology. So thanks guys for pointing that out, but that's something that, was wrong on this. Not a huge deal, something that I'm sure that could be corrected. So what else did I find? So I'm working on a video, a much longer in-depth video of a short shifter installation, a core shifters, Hurst shifter for this, and that video hopefully be out at the end of the week. I ran into a couple of issues, so it's going to delay it. But you have to remove a bolt from the transfer case on the underside of this, and you're not going to see it from this shot. I have a good shot of it from that how-to video. You have to remove a bolt from the transfer case that holds the shift lever, the four-wheel drive too high, too low selector to the transfer case. Okay, when I'm putting a wrench on that, trying to figure out if, you know, what the size is, I realize it's not even finger tight. It's getting ready to fall out. So not a huge deal, but that thing could have left me stranded on the side of the road, either stuck in four-wheel drive or out in the boonies without four-wheel drive. So, you know, that's kind of an issue. We go inside the vehicle, and you can see the shifter. I don't have the shift lever installed. This is mid-project here. But on these vehicles, there's an inner shift boot and an outer shift boot, okay? 3 bolts hold the inner shift boot to the transmission tunnel here, all right? I had none, not a single one, all right, holding this inner shift boot in place. There's 3 in here now. The upper shift boot has 7 bolts, 7 big sheet metal screws holding it in place, okay? I had 2. So where I should have had 10 bolts total, I had 2 bolts holding this in place. Now that's not a huge deal, not a safety issue. I mean, it's just going to let, you know, heat, moisture, dust, debris, crap, you know, lots of noise come into your cabin. But still, it wasn't right. I mean, and it was really bad. Okay, and now for the worst thing that I found in this Jeep by buying a modified vehicle and not nut and bolting it as I should have when I got it was when I went to change out the horn button. Nice, works. The steering wheel was loose, and probably from using it as a handle to climb into the Jeep, you know, got the grab bars now. I found the steering wheel was loose, so I tore the thing apart thinking that maybe it was just the adapter. No, it wasn't the adapter. The large nut that holds the shaft to the steering wheel, finger tight. Okay, now we're getting into, we're talking, that's a major safety thing. This steering wheel was ready to fall off and I would have lost my steering, okay, and caused an accident, hurt myself, hurt others. I mean, nut and bolt these things when you get a modified vehicle, because you don't know when it's modified what kind of stuff has been done to it. So that's my little tip for the day on buying a used car. Take somebody who knows better than you, who knows Jeeps, who knows Mustangs, who knows the Beetles, the whatever you're buying modified, the Camaros, anything like that. Take someone with you who's willing to pick it apart and give you an honest opinion, and then once you get the thing home, because you know you're going to buy it like I did, nut and bolt the darn thing. Check all the modifications, starting with your brakes, your steering, and then your suspension. Those 3 things, you absolutely have to go nut and bolt these things. So anyway, anything that I found, I took apart, I cleaned, I added Loctite, I added whatever should have been added to make this thing safe to drive. So hopefully this helps somebody. I do have a much better in-depth how-to video coming up. This is kind of just a little bit of a filler. I hope this helps you guys out. All right, as always, my friends, thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, give me a share, and if you're new, please consider subscribing. All right, take care.